Life has been lifing, we're in 2022 and shit is crazy. I don't know if I should apply more structure to my life or if I should let it go because I don't know if the world is going to end tomorrow or not. Other than that, yeah, I've just been living very carefree. I'm super careless when it comes to my art. I like to like destroy things. If things look too perfect, I like to fuck it up. I always had like this mindset that it's like more beauty in imperfection than it is perfection. So even with like my music and stuff, even though like I openly date guys, I still like push the envelope, talk about females, because like I've of course had female encounters through my life, like of course. Um, but even with that, it's like, or even with my music and talking about certain situations, like within sexualities and shit like that, it's still, to me, it's pushing the barrier, especially like in different ways that I, do it. It's pretty hard to tell y'all about the music part because I haven't got to that part yet. We're on track one of the public. Like one of the biggest inspirations is Tyler the Creator, like how he was like so carefree and fuck you and like burn it all and like bitch y'all can die, I'll still be good. Like I just really, really love that energy. And then as far as that's like my musical inspiration. And then as far as like my art inspiration, which is crazy because he's just as careless, if not more, or was just as careless, is Basquiat, which is such he's such like a common person for everybody to go for. But for some strange reason, like I always felt this weird connection with him since I was younger. And I just always like studied his way of life, like his thought process. Always got compared to him. But I also don't like using Basquiat as my example, even though that's like my true example, because everybody's like, you're just saying Basquiat just because everybody else saying Basquiat. But it's like, no, bitch, I'm saying Basquiat because I feel like that was my spirit twin. I'm not really. I really honestly think it was like of a relationship or something I was going through at the time. But I hadn't like painted it for like a whole year. Um, and then I was going through like something where I think it was something with my situation that I was in, and which made me like paint them, which I never really painted like faces before ever up until this year. And what year was that? 2017. I never really did faces before, but I'm an emotional person. I just thought like, doing some random gift of like affection or whatever would just be, you know, ah. Um, I made the painting, it came out great, and I was just looking at it, I'm like, wow, I can really paint faces. Like I can really do this. So I put more and more energy into it. I ended up doing 2018, I think it was the summer of 2018. I did a painting of Nicki Minaj. It was like the Barbie's Dream video, I think. It was like the first video, like Arrogant Tay, if y'all don't know who Arrogant Tay is, hairstylist. It was the first hairstyle or the first music video that Arrogant Tay did with her. So I painted like 3 hair looks from it, and then he ended up getting the painting. I ended up sending it to him. Long story short, he posted it, and basically it was up from there. I started doing he started like really reposting it, putting it in different videos and stuff, his hair videos, like his promo videos and stuff like that. After after that, after that, after that, I ended up starting getting like a lot of like big influencers and like big name people, or big name in the hints of like the social media world, well-known people of the social media world. Um, And then from influencers, I went to actual celebrities. And then Summer Walker ended up seeing me in 2019. We end up getting super close. And then from there, um, the rest was history. Like I just be doing hella paintings for different people, athletes, celebrities, non-celebrities, doctors, lawyers, civilians, the, anybody, everybody. Well, I wouldn't say anybody, everybody. I'm pretty particular who I paint and who I do paintings for, but I don't like to like make people think like I'm only a celebrity artist. Like if you come to me with like a really like driven concept and it's like I love the photo and I love the idea, then it's like okay, I'm going to take this on. But for the most part, yeah, that's my art journey. I've been an art baby since I was birthed, and then I just put more energy into it, and it became a career for me. As I got older and stuff, and started like once I started getting my car and like really making a name for myself, making money on my own, doing this, then third, I started like going to pick them up and taking them places and trying to hang out with them more, and like just be the big brother that I always wanted. Cause like I wanted a brother, I wanted like an older brother, but it didn't happen. Well, it was supposed to happen, but that's not my business to tell. So it just didn't happen. But I always try to lead with example. And then I have like cousins that I grew up with like brothers before I actually had like my real siblings. So it's like I just be using them like, oh, they're my brothers, they're my older brothers and stuff like that. But yeah, our relationships are getting better. I'm trying. It's a lot. No one ever gave me a handbook on being a big brother. I feel like someone should make one. It was a lot of shit. And then also I always felt like I was alone in a sense. Cause like like my mom, like I told you guys, like she's super advanced. Like she literally used to read the fucking dictionary when she was my age or fucking in high school or whatever. Like she's a bookworm. So she would like leave a lot and like go to work or go to school or like do a lot, which granted I don't hold it that against her because like she was a single mother. So I do what you gotta do. But that caused me to feel alone a lot in the world. And then it also makes me feel like I have like this detachment issue situation. Like I always like feel like it's either you're not serious, you're gonna leave, or it's like I'm not a priority situation. It's a whole big situation of feelings. I really, but unlike other people, like how they prove their points in a sense of like, oh, I'm about to be super macho, or I'm about to be like, oh, y'all can't beat my ass, or da da. I just used to be like, or like if I knew that it irritates you, like for example, my dad's side of the family, which is the side I grew up with, his side of the family is like super homophobic. They're just like blunt, or they used to be. So I applied that pressure. We changed the mindset. But they used to be like super homophobic. They used to be like say like weird slurs and just like crazy stuff. Like I'm not even gonna repeat some of the half the shit because it was just out the wild. But in that situation, I feel like I had to like it was either like be yourself or you fold, and I'm just being there depressed because at the end of the day I can't be what y'all want me to be. So it's like I'm gonna be trying to be what y'all want me to be. I'm gonna be sad, depressed, not feeling myself, or I'm gonna just be myself and force y'all to like get a new perspective. After I got out of high school, it was like super big for me to kind of like get my own mindset and like do my own thing and like think for myself. Um, and then once I started doing that, it kind of seemed like everything just started falling in place. Like everything just started making sense. Like, okay, you really don't need everybody's opinion to make the best decision. Like, you really don't need a second opinion for this. You don't need somebody to go with you here. You don't need, like, honestly, you really don't need them. Like, it be like a want or a good thing to like keep you grounded. But that feeling of like independence and that feeling of like, okay, at the end of the day it's me against the world, that really pushed me to like be like, okay, my confidence, I have to be one with myself. I have to be like, it's only one you and nobody can be you. It's a little tough because I'm still trying to like figure that out. I'm still trying to like figure out how to maneuver through it and like get over it faster because it really does cripple me. Like when I get anxiety from like say because I do art and music. Say if like I have a studio I have to do, I have a release I have to do, and then I have a fucking 6-foot painting I have to finish by fucking Friday, and 3 paintings that I sent out, the fucking shipping clients, all of them messed up, everything. I literally sit down, turn off my phone, don't talk to nobody. Don't I literally have to put the carefree mindset in my head, like I don't care. Because at the end of the day, if I collapse or if the anxiety take over me and kills me, then what? Y'all not gonna get anything. Nothing's gonna get done from me. Yeah, and then they be here and I just see so many people like just losing themselves or like just doing what the fuck ever. And it's just like, it's a difference between doing whatever you want to do and just doing whatever the environment is doing. Like, I feel like a lot of people come here and their mindset be like, I do what I want to do and I'm a star and I'm this, that, and a third. And then it's really easy to come here and get lost. Like, there's so many stars here, you start feeling like you're not the star. Like, you get what I mean? Like, it's a lot of different like personalities and energies. You might get faded out. And then next thing you know, you're in the crowd trying to do this, trying to do that, just to like fit in so you could like be at a certain point with the star that you felt like was. It's not that. Just be yourself. Just be yourself and let the shit happen. That's why LA works for the people that it works for, because they just be being themselves here. And then the people that can't be themselves cling on to them, and then it just be like a thing. Like, LA just don't be feeling normal. Like, it just feel like everybody is just in a fucking sitcom every day. Every day. It's like, it's sunny. It's always a party. It's always something to do. Everything is so easily accessible. And it's like, so much stuff be going on here that don't get covered. Like, I swear, I feel like 80% of the shit that I done witnessed living in LA, never, like, nobody would ever know that none of these people are doing any of this shit. Like, cause it just feels like LA is a bubble. Like, it's just like, you enter it and it's a whole new world. And so being from like the East Coast or like being over there, it's just like, I don't know. I also want to like pat my mother on the back because she really like installed a lot of home training in me and like common sense. And common sense isn't too common these days.
Anything else in particular on your mind?
Yeah. It's Little Caesars real pizza and this Burger King burger is really impossible. Because I honestly feel like if you cook it on the same stove, then it's like the same grease. And that's killing vegans. But other than that, I always wondered if pigs could really fly. And that was, yeah, anything else on my mind? If I could meet Basquiat today, y'all bitches would be in trouble. Like, oh my fucking God. Bruh, what else is on my mind? I think that's the last thing. Oh, and I wish I would have met Marilyn Monroe. I don't know why. I never literally watched none of her fucking movies. Never, nothing. I don't even know. I can't even name shit she was in, but I wish she was here. I wish she was here. You know?